Good morning. So now in this third numerical by moment distribution method, we are looking in with syncing of support concept. So here if you see the given question, analyze the continuous beam by moment distribution method, and support B and C are syncing by 8 and 3 mm respectively. EI is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 4 kilonewton per meter square, and draw BMD. So before trying to solve with this, so one thing you need to understand, that is your sinking concept in moment distribution method. So whenever sinking concept is there, what you have to do, add minus 6 EI delta upon EL square in fixed end moment, right, for the spans in which supports are sinking, right? So whichever the spans you are considering, wherein which you come across one support which is sinking, then you have to take minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now here second important thing is how this delta, what value delta you are taking. Delta is nothing but the sinking, whatever it is given, right? So how to calculate this sinking, means whether it has to be taken plus or minus. So the same concept what we have used for slope deflection method, that only the same thing we are using for delta positive or negative. Now considering this example only, if I want to explain, if this is the entire span, this is say B, this point is B, say this point is C, and this point is T. If this is the case, now here B is sinking by 8 mm. Say suppose this much is sinking for B, and C is sinking for only 3 mm. So this, and there is no support sinking for D. So if this is the case, this is the total sinking for say B, this is 5 mm, and say this is the total sinking for C, say this is 3 mm. If this is the case, so whenever I am say suppose this is say B dash, this is C dash. So B dash is nothing but the amount of sink, and C dash is the amount of sink, that is 3 mm. Now whenever I am talking for AB dash, AB span and sinking I am considering, now A is to the top and B is to the bottom, right? If this is the case, then my delta will be positive, right? And similarly, when I am taking for BC, B is bottom, right, and C is to the top, right? So in bracket here I will say A, and this is say B, and here say this is B, and say this is C, and this case delta is equal to negative, right? With respect to this concept, this you have to take. So this what adds minus 6 EI delta upon L square. This is in fixed end moment. So wherever fixed end moment are there, then you need to add there minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now this is the concept that you need to remember. And how to take delta positive or negative, this depends upon the nature of the support, in the sense which is to the top and which is to the bottom. And one more thing is important is EI should be always in kilonewton per meter square, and whenever you are putting delta should be in meter, then only this all will be applied, right? So this care you need to take, so whenever you are solving the problem. Now coming to solution. Now for this, now first step, always kinematic indeterminacy, here it is 3, right? And then second step is nothing but fixed end moments. So here you know that there is no loading for AB, but as B is coming under sinking, so here what I need to do, due to sinking whatever is there, that I need to add. So what I will do, MAB, due to load there is nothing, but due to sinking it is there, minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now minus 6 EI is already given, that is 2 into 10 raised to 4, and delta is how much given, 8 mm. It means 0.008 upon L is nothing but your span. This is in 6 square. So this comes out to be what? Minus 26.67 kilonewton meter. Now similarly, now once this is fixed, for BA also it will be the same. For positive and negative, once you have fixed for AB, that will be the same for this, the same formula. So directly I will be writing minus 26.67 kilonewton meter. But if there are loading case, then this formula will change with respect to loading, and this minus 6 EI delta upon L square will be added. Now next, MFBC. So MFBC, B and C are sinking, right? Now if you say with respect to relative concept, now this is not 5 mm, this is 8 mm. Sorry, this is 8 mm. Now relative sink, if I want to find, if this is the relative sinks, 3 mm gone, but this is 5 mm. So that 5 mm is to be considered, and whether 5 mm has to be considered negative or positive. For BC, if I am considering B is to the top and C is to the top and B is to the bottom, so it will be negative. So other than this, we are having the load also. So due to UDL, what is the formula? This is minus WL square upon 12, and then we are having minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now substitute this, so this will be minus 10 into 8 square upon L is 12, WL square by 12 minus 6 into 2 into 10 raised to the 4. Now here relative sinks I need to consider. 8 minus 3 means 0.005, and this is upon, instead of 6, what is the span for BC? For BC it is 8, so this is 8 square. Now calculate this. Now with respect to this, the value will become how much? This is BC, this is minus 39.27, right? This is BC. Now with respect to MFCB, formula will be plus WL square upon 12, right, and minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now here 10 into 8 square upon 12, and then minus 6 into 2 into 10 raised to power 4 into 0.005 upon L is 8 square. So this comes out to be 67.4 kilonewton meter, right? This is the for MFCB. Now similarly MFCD. Now MFCD. Now this also comes to be only there is no loading, minus 6 EI delta upon L square. Now CD, when I am talking, C is to the bottom and D is to the top. Once again delta will be minus. So this will be minus 6 into 2 into 10 raised to 4 into delta is now minus 0.003 upon L is how much? L is nothing but 6 square, right? And once this I have solved, this comes out to be how much? 20. So this is plus 20 kilonewton meter. Now similarly MFDC, directly this is same formula, so this also will be plus 20 kilonewton meter. Now up to this, whatever we have done is nothing but finding out the fixed end moment. Now after this, the third step, that is nothing but your distribution factor table. So for distribution factor table, you know that it will be joint, and after joint it will be member, after member it will be relative stiffness, then we have summation of K, then directly distribution factor relative stiffness K. So this is distribution factor K upon summation of K, right? This is the formula that we usually take, right? Now for first I will be considering for joint B. Now for B means if I am taking BA is member and BC is the member, right? You know that A is hinge, then the formula will be 3 by 4 into I upon L, I upon L. And here you can see value of I for BA is how much? One second. For I it is same. So with respect to that, if I calculate, this comes out to be 0.125 I, right? And for BC, C is continuous, so this will be I upon L. So this comes out to be 0.1875 I. Now this summation will become 0.3125 I, right? Now this, if we calculate 0.125 upon 0.3125, this comes out to be 0.4 and this comes out to be 0.6. Now coming to the other span C, for C if I am considering, CB is there and CD is there. So B is continuous, once again this will be I upon L, but for BC I is 1.5, that I am putting, so this comes out to be 0.1875 I, right? And similarly for CD, their I is 2I and D is fixed, so once again formula will be I by L, wherever I is there 2I you put upon 6, this comes out to be 0.333 I. Once you add all this, this comes out to be 0.52 I, right? 0.1875 upon 0.52, this comes out to be 0.36 and this comes out to be 0.64. Now this is what my distribution factor table. Now the last step is nothing but my moment distribution table. So this is my fourth step. So when I am drawing moment distribution table with respect to members, I need to write, so A, B is there, then C is there, and then D is there, then at the end I am having remark, right? Now with respect to this, I need to go for moment distribution table, right? This member is AB, say BA, say BC, say CB, CD and DC, right? And these are nothing but my members. Now after members, distribution factors I will be writing. So for B it is 0.4, this is 0.6, this is 0.36 and this is 0.64. Now after this I need to write my fixed end moment. So if you look the fixed end moment, so this is minus 26.67, this is also minus 26.67, this is minus 39.27, and say this is 67.4, and say this is plus 20 and this is plus 20, right? These are the fixed end moment. Now you need to check if there is any hinge support that you need to release. Now if you check, the A end is hinge, so what the next step will be, what? Release A. So when I am releasing, this comes out to be plus 26.67 and half of this need to be transferred here as B is continuous, so this comes out to be 13.33, right? Now these will be my initial values. So initial values will be, this will be 0, minus 26, minus 33, so this comes out to be minus 13.34, this is minus 39.27, this is 67.4, this is 20 and this is 20. So these are my initial values. Now after getting initial values, next step is to take the balance. So balance means minus 13.34 minus 39.27 minus something you are getting, change the sign, that into 0.4, so this comes out to be 21.04 and this comes out to be 31.56. And similarly 67.4 plus 20, right, plus 87.4, change the sign, minus 87.4, multiply with 0.36. So here you are getting minus 31.46, and this you are getting minus 55.94. Right, now after balance, carry over. So this here no carry over as it is fixed. So here 31.56 means half of this, 15.76, and this is 31.46 in the sense, so half of this, minus 15.88, right, and this minus 55 also we need to take. So this comes out to be minus 27.87, right. So these are the carryover. Now once this is done, once again I need to do balance. So next balance will be minus 15.88 means change the sign, plus 15.88, and after this multiply 6.35, and this comes out to be 9.53. Then 15.76 means change the sign, minus 15.76, multiply with 0.36, so this comes to be minus 5.67, and this comes out to be minus 10.08, right. Now after balance, once again carry over, no carry over here. 9.53 means this comes out to be 4.76, and 5.67 means minus 2.83. Then 10.08 means this is minus 5.04. Now after this, so once again one more iteration, once again balance, minus 2.83, change the sign and multiply with 0.4, this comes out to be 1.13, and this comes out to be 1.7, right. 4.76 means change the sign, minus 7.6, minus 4.76, multiply with 0.36, minus 1.71, and minus 3.04. Then after this, once again carry over, no carry over here. 1.7 means, so 1.75 means this 1.7 means this comes out to be 0.85, and 1.71, so this also I can write minus 0.85, and then 3.04 means this comes out to be minus 1.52, right. So as you can see, it is a still a greater value, means here 1.52 is there, so one more iteration we need to do, that would be better. So if I am doing the next balance, so minus 0.85, change the sign, it comes out to be 0.85, multiply with 0.36, 0.4, so this comes out to be 0.34, so this is 0.34, then this comes out to be 0.51, right, and this when you are multiplying, so this comes out to be minus 0.3, and then minus 0.54. Then after this carry over, no carry over. 0.51 means this comes out to be 0.25, minus 0.3 means minus 0.15, minus 0.54 means minus 0.27, right. So once this is done, so before doing anything, last step should be balance, so I am doing balance here. So this comes out to be minus 0.5 means this comes out to be 0.06, and 0.09, 0.27, 0.25 means this comes out to be minus 0.09, and this comes out to be minus 0.16, right. Now after this I need to add all the values, right. So once you add, this comes out to be 0, this is 15.59, and this is minus 15.9, 15.59, so this comes out to be 49.79, this comes out to be minus 49.79, and the last value, this comes out to be minus 14.8, right? These are my final moments. So here you can write final moments. So once you get the final moments, the last step will be drawing a free bending moment diagram. So in order to draw the bending moment diagram, so first the baseline I need to draw, right? So I have just drawn the line. So A, B, say C, and say D, right? At A it is 0, at B it is say 15.59, at C it is say 49.79, and at D it is 14.8, right? These are the final moment diagram, and there are no load for AB and CD, and there is only one parabola. Now this comes out to be WL square upon 8, right? So here you need to check for just the load. What is the load? Load is say 10 kilonewton, right? I have WL square upon 12, so this is 10, so this is 10 kilonewton per meter, right? So WL square upon 8, this you need to do now. So this WL square by 8, so this is nothing but 10, L is 8 square upon 8, so this cancels, so this is 80. Now whatever this value is there, so this comes out to be 80, right? So negative, 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 and negative, right? So this is the final bending moment diagram for the given problem, right? So here main thing is your concept, add minus 6 AI delta upon L square in fixed end moments for spans in which supports are sinking, and delta is nothing but sinking. AI should be in kilonewton per meter square, and delta should be in meter. And whenever you are considering AB span, if A is to the top and B is to the bottom, delta is positive. BC I am considering B is to the bottom and C is to the top, then it is delta is negative, right? Thank you.